Is it on? So hey guys, so this is my second video for my Cameroonian tag number 2. First of all, because the first video was cutting a lot and you couldn't really see me, although you could hear me, but you couldn't really understand me clearly just because you couldn't see me that well. So here's my second video, and I'm gonna try to make it like a lot quicker and a lot, well, not quicker, not because it's gonna be shorter, but just to make sure everything's more organized. As you can see, I have a whole agenda here for what I'd like to cover so that I'm not like thinking about what to say and there's no awkward silences and awkward pauses in the video. So I'm just gonna get right to it without any further ado. So number 1, when did I move here to the United States? I moved here, I believe, when I was 12 years old, and I had just got done with Form 2 in Cameroon, which is the equivalent of 7th grade. But when I came here, I got pushed back to 7th grade, because here they put you in a class according to how old you are and not according to how smart you are. So yeah, oh well, it wasn't a big deal. Now I'm gonna be a senior next year in high school, so yeah, it's not that bad. I was born in Bamenda in Cameroon. Woo woo, Graffiti children represent. And I love Bamenda. I miss it so much. It's awesome, amazing. Every time, like, I've only been back there once, but I went back there. It just like reminded me of my childhood, and you know, there's just that whole feeling of nostalgia, and it was just really nice. And it was really nice to go back there and, you know, see all my friends from primary school and all everyone that I grew up with, basically. So yeah, that was really nice. And then the tribes that I'm from, my mom is from Com and my dad is from Rom. And Com is about a 30-minute drive from Bamenda, and Rom, on the other hand, is like an 8-hour drive. And it's really not because of the distance, you guys. It's just because the roads to my dad's village are so bad. Like, no kidding. You have to, when you get past the cities, when you get like in the middle of like the hill, you literally have to drive around a hill to get to the bottom of the hill, because my dad's village is like in a valley, and there's no like constructed roads or anything. Well, they're constructed, but like it's still like in a hill that someone just basically took a spade and just like, you know, created a little path. So, and there's no side railings or anything, so you're just driving around a hill. You know, if you slip on a stone or anything, you're literally just like down the hill, you're gone, your car is totaled for life. So but I like going there a lot. It's really nice and chill, and I just like going there a lot. I actually like spending more time in the village than I do in like the city, just because in the village you have like just like a really much better experience with family and friends and getting to know more people. Languages I speak at home, I speak English. That's the only language that my official language. I grew up speaking English, and in primary school and when I was in secondary school in Cameroon, we were required to take French, and now that I've moved here, my French has gotten a lot worse than it was. And I just tell people, well, yeah, I can still like kind of understand a little bit of French, you know. I didn't lose it completely. Like sometimes when my friends say something to me in French, you know, I can kind of like, you know, pick out what they're saying, you know, a couple words here and there. I also speak Pidgin English. Yes, so my people, how in a day, yes. But I never used to. It's kind of bad because when I was younger and when I was in Cameroon, my dad never ever let me speak Pidgin English. Never let us speak Pidgin English, because he knew that if we kept speaking it constantly, then it would become a habit. Then we'd speak it more than regular English. Then our English would be ruined for life. So yeah, my English is kind of bad, and my sisters make fun of me about that all the time. I know. Yeah, they make fun of me all the time for my really bad Pidgin, but you know, it's all good though. I'm getting there. Someday I will get there. I remember one time when I spoke Pidgin at home and my dad told us not to. I spoke Pidgin. I sang a song in Pidgin, and then my dad, he made me write literally like a whole page saying that I will never speak Pidgin again. Literally, he made me write it like on a whole page, on every line. I will never speak Pidgin English again. I will never speak Pidgin, never. I had to write it on the page, and I was writing, I was like crying, like, no! You know, because it was like big punishment for me. But yeah. how long have I been here in the United States? I've been here for 5 years, I believe now. Yeah. So yeah, I like it. It's alright. My favorite food from Cameroon. I have so many favorites. I can't even start naming. Yeah, I could. So first, I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna name a couple. Butterfly arrow. Oh my gosh, so good. I just had some today. It was so good. My aunt made it, and it was so delicious. And you know, it's just one of those foods where like if it's well prepared, then you're gonna enjoy it. But if it's not well prepared, then bad, bad, bad. So that's one of my probably my favorite Cameroonian food. And then there's ikwang, which is like made from cocoyams, and yeah, it's so good too. I also love ikwang with my sister, and my mom makes it so good. And then there's achu, of course. And then I can never forget, of course, my fufu and katu katu, my mom's native food. And when my mom cooks it, you know, with the fresh vegetables, it's so good, you know. When you eat it, you know, it just slaps you on the back of the head, you know, it just hits the spot. So, yeah. I also like my dad's traditional dish, which is pounded cocoyams and gut. And gut is a vegetable that basically it's only found in my dad's village. In my mom's village too, but it's a really scarce vegetable that you only see like once in a while, and like it's a veggie that has like it only grows in a specific period of time, and there's like such a limited amount that like it's really rare to find it people actually selling it in the market in Cameroon, because not very many people know about it, even Cameroonians. When I mention it to them, they're like, what? Because it's not a very common vegetable, but it's really good too. And you know, when you cook it and with the fish and with the pounded cocoyams, which you call beku, it's so good. Um, Anything I have in my house that symbolizes Cameroon, or like that I brought from Cameroon. I have this jersey right here, my Cameroonian jersey. I got this when I went to Cameroon last summer, and it was really cheap, a lot cheaper than I saw on Amazon and eBay, honestly. Because I remember I was checking online and I saw for Cameroon and jersey, I just wanted to, you know, like have one. So, and it was like $30 each for like this, literally $30. And I was like, that's insane. I'm not going to pay that much for a jersey that I know if I go to Cameroon, I'm probably going to get for like 90% less than it's sold online for. And guess how much I got this for? I got this for like $5, no joke, probably less, because I got it at the airport, and ironically, it was a lot cheaper than they had it at the main market in Bamenda, and it's like, that's weird. But you know, I was on my airport coming back to the United States, and I was like, oh my gosh, I still haven't got my jersey, you know, whatever, I'm just gonna like spend however much, because I thought it was gonna be a lot more expensive, and it ended up actually being cheaper. So I got two of these, but like I got one of these in white, because on the back, this one, it just has like a lion on the back, you know, representing the lion indomptable, woo woo woo, you know. And then on the white one, it says eto'o on the back, because you know, eto'o, you know, it gotta represent for the soccer team. So I have this, and then I have my traditional wear, I have my country clothes, and I just have, you know, other African wears. And then I have a pair of flip-flops that have the Cameroon flag on them too, that I got from the airport when I was coming back. And those are really cheap too. I got those for like less than $2. It's like, yay, good deal. What do I miss the most about Cameroon? I miss literally everything. Not everything. I don't miss how disorganized, you know, things got sometimes, but I miss my house. I miss being able to, you know, run freely without anyone looking at you like, what is wrong with her? I miss, you know, kids running around in the middle of the streets, you know, playing soccer and playing dodging and hopscotch, and with just like dogs running around the quartier. And I miss boarding school life, especially. I miss my friends. I miss my family that lives there. I miss my sister the most, who is in Yaoundé, and I miss her so much. Linda, shout out to you, and to all your Sarah TV friends. I miss you. And yeah, I miss boarding school a lot. Did I mention that already? I really miss boarding school a lot. Because boarding school life was just really, it was an interesting life experience for me. I learned a lot of life lessons from boarding school. Ones that may not necessarily apply to me right now, but maybe in the near future, or maybe in like another when I go back, they might help me. Because oh my gosh, boarding school. I miss what I miss about boarding school. I miss going. I don't really miss it, but I just miss it a little. I miss waking up at 5 in the morning, and like when it was really cold, like 30-degree weather, literally going downstairs to, going down to the stream, fetching cold, freezing water that I had to shower with, do everything with that water. Because the people at school are really, really greedy with water. I don't know why, but they're just really greedy with water. And so when you woke up in the morning, if you wanted like guaranteed to be showered, because we had a time constraint, you had to be out of the dorm by like 5:30. So if you wanted to shower, get your stuff done, make up your bed, and get everything organized, get dressed up, get your books and everything for class, if you wanted to be guaranteed to be done in half an hour, you can go to the taps. Because like even when they turned them on, all the senior students would be there, cutting in front of all the underclassmen, yeah, it's just how it is. So yeah, you have to go down to the stream, and sometimes the stream water will be so dirty because people who went there first in the morning will go, jump in the water and get the mud. Because like how it works in the stream is that if you go there really early, the water is so clean, like it's shiny, you could literally see through the water. But sometimes when people go there and just by carrying all the water and like swishing the water back and forth, that picks up and brings up all the mud that settled and accumulated from at the bottom. So that brings it all back up, and then all of a sudden the water is like all muddy and brown and dirty. But you know what? Honestly, sometimes like when you're in boarding school, you really just don't care. You just want to shower and get out of the dorm as soon as possible. So I kind of miss that. Although I don't miss having weevils in my beans in boarding school. But overall, I do miss the food. It was really good sometimes. Although I never really got a chance to enjoy it, especially like the fish and stuff, because all the senior students would just like take all of it and all the meat. But yeah, I miss boarding school. I miss the beautiful weather in Cameroon. There's 2 seasons, the rainy season and the dry season, and it was always warm all year round. Except for in the morning sometimes, in the dry season will be really cold. And also depending on where you were, it was really, really cold in some parts of Cameroon. Like the boarding school I went to was on the top of a hill, and it was pretty much cold all year round. So when everyone at the school basically had like a sweater with them at every point in time. So I miss the beautiful like 70-degree, windy, beautiful breeze, cool breeze weather. Yeah, because Cameroon is a tropical country, and we had tropical weather all year round, basically. So I miss the tropical weather. I miss all the avocados and plum and roasted plantain and boiling corn. Yeah, I miss that. And soya, I miss all of that too. How are children named in Cameroon? Basically, most people have 3 names in Cameroon, except for some of the villages who like to go hardcore and hard in the paint and give their kids like 15 names, kind of like Akon, although he probably has like 10. But yeah, I have 3 names. I have my first name, my middle name, my last name, and I'm not gonna say my full name out here on the internet because there's dangerous people out there, and I don't want to get stalked. So yeah, in most villages, people just have like their first name, which is like English name, so like Chelsea, and then their middle name, which is like, or their country name or their traditional name, which is like a name from their tribe, the tribe that their parents are from, and it's usually based. Sometimes like they name you based on different things. You could be named after someone in the family, or someone who I don't know, maybe just. There's also like gender names for traditional name, like a boy and a girl. Like say like for if you're from Bafut, for example, I'm just gonna use Bafut Bafut just because like that's the first thing that came to my mind. And so like a Bafut guy's name could be like Tange, and the girl's name could be like Manka. So those are really common names too. So sometimes you're named just by like the tribe you're from, or by your parents, or I don't know, just if you're a girl or a boy, or like say if you're the firstborn of the family. They sometimes have like specific names for those. Like my sister, who's the firstborn, she has her middle name is a name that's only given to girls who are the firstborn in the family. And my middle name is a name that's only given to lastborn girls of the family. So it just like goes back and forth like that. And then your last name, of course, it's like your parents' last name that you just take. How is Cameroon different from the United States? Everything about Cameroon is different from the United States. Basically everything. The food, the people, the sense of community, the weather, the fruits, the trees, the houses,